Okay, so my name is Ryan Grimes. I'm the president of My IT Indie, and this series of videos is called The Lies We Tell Ourselves. It's all about, as business owners, the things we tell ourselves that aren't necessarily true but make us feel better. So this video's lie is about the fact that we think we can use computers until they are 10 to 15 years old, and that is absolutely not true. It may feel like it because you're using a computer. We'll use Apple as an example. So their laptops are very well made. You can have a 10-year-old MacBook Air and a brand new MacBook Air, and outside of the differences in the models and how they look, like they're in pretty good shape. They look similarly used. Well, that's because Apple makes great hardware. So the problem is you've got a 10-year-old laptop that looks brand new, and in your mind, you're like, oh, I just got this a year or two ago. But when you look back at the purchase, the receipt, you're like, oh, this computer's 10 years old and running out-of-date software. So yes, the computers are well made, and yes, they last a long time, but you can't necessarily use them forever. Typically in businesses, we recommend about a 4, maybe a 5-year lifecycle management on a device. Now, I give a range simply because there's a difference in longevity between buying the cheapest computer that Apple sells that maybe has a 256 gig drive, maybe 8 gig of RAM, fewer CPU cores, and buying a higher end computer that has 32 CPU cores, 2 terabytes of space, 36 gig of RAM. Those computers are different price points. One is significantly more than the other. However, you're going to get more longevity out of the product because it is a better device. Now, another reason we see that you need to upgrade your computers is Apple no longer provides operating system and security updates for older devices running older software. They've kind of shifted this a little bit. It used to be a hard line in the sand where Apple only supported the currently shipping operating system and the operating system before that. However, they appear to have loosened that restriction, and now they're releasing security updates for older operating systems as well. This gives you the benefit of having a secure system. However, not all third-party applications will work on those older versions of the operating system, like Microsoft Office or the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. So if you rely upon those applications, you will have a problem with having an out-of-date operating system. And if you cannot update your computer to a newer operating system, and you can't run the software you need to run your company because you're not on the newer operating system, then it's time for a new computer. That's just what we tell people. Look, that's why we stick with like a 4 to 5 year life cycle on these devices, because you're always getting a newer computer that'll have more capabilities. It'll be faster. It'll run newer software. And one of the other areas we're seeing advancement in is monitors. 4K, 5K, 6K, 8K monitors are coming. Widescreen, narrow format. There's all different sizes and shapes of monitors. Not all old computers support 2 or 3 of those large monitors on your desk. In fact, most of them barely support 1. So if you want to have monitors like I have in the background there, you need a newer computer to run that many monitors. That's a lot of pixels to push, and older computers just cannot keep up with it, and there's no way they're going to. You can't add on a part, you can't add on anything. In fact, you can't even upgrade the drives in these things much anymore or add more memory to some of them. So we tell people, buy more than what you currently need for hardware now, and it will last you longer into the future and also help you use it for longer. So you get a better computer for longer at a higher price point. So that's typically how we aim our customers. So this is Ryan Grimes from My IT Indie. Hope this helps you with your lifecycle management of your technology.